Are you ready to uncover the shocking truth behind the $25 billion Japan Sea Airport that could be sunk by 2050 and discover why China is left stunned? The $25 billion Japan Sea Airport, built by Japan, may be sunk by 2050, shocking China and the rest of the world. This unprecedented infrastructure project is facing the harsh realities of climate change and geological disasters. But what does this mean for China's own ambitious offshore airport project? Stay tuned to find out together. The ambitious Kansai International Airport, Japan's $25 billion seaport, is sinking and may disappear in 50 years according to experts. China, which is rapidly constructing offshore infrastructure to keep up with its expanding economy, can learn a valuable lesson from this impending problem. A similar issue arose when Japan urgently needed additional airports to service the Kansai region, but the country's mountainous geography and small land area made it problematic. Japanese engineers took on this task by reclaiming land in Osaka Bay, southwest of Osaka, and creating the first sea-floating airport in history. After 5 years of land reclamation, the airport's construction started in 1987. But since then, the airport has sunk by roughly 17 feet, and its future is suspicious. China's offshore infrastructure projects face similar hazards, with over 60 artificial islands established in the South China Sea alone, making Japan's experience a key cautionary tale. The tragedy at Kansai International Airport emphasizes the necessity for caution and prudence in offshore building, as well as the significance of striking a balance between economic expansion and environmental concerns. The enormous $25 billion project to build the Kansai International Airport consists of two engineering construction plans. Renowned architects Tanaka Okabe and Renzo Piano created the T1 terminal building as part of the project's initial phase. The building, which has a length of an astonishing 1.7 kilometers and a total area of more than 290,000 square meters, was built using a combination of metal and glass. In addition, a 3,500-meter-long, 61-meter-wide airport runway was built concurrently. The second phase of the airport's development got underway in 1996 after it was put into service in 1994. Along with developing the T2 terminal, another airport runway of approximately 4,000 meters in length was also built during this phase. Finally, in 2012, all of the projects were successfully finished and put into operation following years of planning and building. This complex project serves as a global standard for building offshore infrastructure and is a monument to the remarkable potential of human engineering. So before proceeding further to the next part of the video and analyzing the potential implications of Japan's billion-dollar seaport if it is sunk by 2050, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button below to stay connected for the upcoming videos. Now let's continue. Japan's Kansai International Airport's opening signaled a turning point in the region's growth by drawing a large influx of visitors and investment. In reality, Kansai International Airport served approximately 31.92 million passengers as of 2019, making it a crucial hub for trade and transit. Notably, the airport's freight and postal throughput was about 780,000 metric tons, underscoring the significance of this contribution to the world supply chain. Kansai International Airport has also produced over $30 billion and more than 380,000 local jobs, making it a significant contributor to the Japanese economy. However, the airport has been in danger because of the possibility of sinking ever since it was built, but the potential loss of such a critical piece of infrastructure is a sobering reminder of the need for caution and foresight in offshore construction. Located on a man-made island in Osaka Bay, Japan's Kansai International Airport is currently experiencing a severe sinking situation. Because of the seabed's average thickness of 15 to 25 meters beneath the island and the silt's natural tendency to settle with time, many engineers think the airport site was a bad choice. The airport is sinking at an alarming rate while being only 5.3 meters high on average as a result, which has led to this surprising realization. According to studies, the artificial island sank more than 30 centimeters in just 20 years as a result of the silt under the seabed being crushed and sinking. It is still sinking at a rate of 6 centimeters annually, which makes issues worse. The dire situation facing Kansai International Airport, a $25 billion seaport in Japan, serves as a harsh reminder of the effects of global warming. The airport is in danger of being flooded by seawater more quickly than was previously projected, as the pace of sea level rise continues to increase. The airport is anticipated to sink more than 12 meters within 50 years, with the relative speed differential between the land sinking and the sea level rising reaching 30 centimeters per year. The rate of sea level rise is already accelerating, and this problem is not specific to Japan as long as we keep releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Despite Japan's efforts to sustain the airport, including the installation of 906 columns and jack systems, as well as the construction of a high wall around it, the airport's future remains in danger due to the ongoing rise in sea level. Maintaining the airport, enlarging the wall around it, and looking into other options will require major financial investment from the Japanese government. The airport will probably still float within the next 50 years, according to American engineers' warnings. The fate of Kansai International Airport serves as a sobering lesson for nations around the world, especially for those like China, which is making a significant investment in the construction of infrastructure, including marine airports. Sustainable infrastructure and development must be at the forefront of our efforts as we deal with the reality of global warming. Millions of people worldwide who live in coastal locations are at risk from rising sea levels, in addition to airport infrastructure. To cut greenhouse gas emissions and safeguard the world's most vulnerable people from the effects of climate change, quick and bold action is therefore required. China can learn a lesson from Japan's $25 billion seaport sinking issue. Over the past 2 decades, passenger traffic in Dalian, China, a well-known tourist and industrial city, has increased quickly, causing congestion at the city's current international airport. The mainland airport cannot be expanded because the majority of Dalian's terrain is hilly, used for urban development, or designated as a reserve. In order to address the city's needs, Chinese engineers have turned to offshore infrastructure projects, including the creation of artificial islands. China's ambitious proposal to invest $26 billion to build a marine airport in Dalian, a Chinese city that is rapidly developing, there is a creative solution to the issue of not having enough flat land for the construction of an airport. The airport will become the largest water airport in the world, with a capacity to handle 70 million passengers a year by reclaiming an area of the sea measuring 21 square kilometers and constructing an airport on man-made land. Chinese engineers are adopting modern technologies to secure the safety and stability of the new airport despite the sinking crisis experienced by Japan's Kansai International Airport, which was built on reclaimed land. China should take note of the Japanese airport sinking, but it also presents an opportunity to develop new strategies and enhance existing ones. China hopes to address the rising demand for air travel in Dalian with this new maritime airport and open the door for future creative infrastructure solutions. To protect artificial islands during reclamation, Chinese construction workers follow strict regulations. They carry out assessments to stay clear of the seafloor's falling silt layer and employ the tianquan for reclamation work, which can absorb sand and break stones to create a sturdy foundation on the seafloor. The seabed is physically reinforced using various types of concrete. Engineers do tamping, seawater drainage, and ground testing on the artificial island after reclamation so that it can endure a protracted period of geological sinking before groundwork is started. The artificial island's project stability and safety are ensured by this technique. By the time it opens in 2025, China's Dalian Airport will have made a substantial contribution to the nation's infrastructure growth. The maritime airport is anticipated to accelerate the development of the Dalian region and generate jobs for the local populace. In an impressive effort in itself, Chinese engineers used cutting-edge sand-blowing techniques to guarantee the safety of the land reclamation project and prevent foundation subsidence. Even with the best technology and knowledge, putting infrastructure on the sea is risky, and there is always a chance that the airport could sink due to unforeseen circumstances like climate change or geological disasters, as is happening with the Japanese airport. Even if this is a problem, it might take decades or even centuries for such occurrences to happen. Therefore, it is important to consider the advantages of this amazing engineering achievement now. As we conclude, we have to ask ourselves, what will the future hold for China's ambitious Dalian Sea Airport project? Will it face a similar fate as Japan's Kansai Airport? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, as humans continue to push the boundaries of infrastructure development, we must also take into consideration the potential risks and consequences that come with it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below.